Okay, this is the second part of active and passive voice, where I am going to explain how to change active to passive and vice versa of interrogative and imperative sentences. Now, what are interrogative sentences? Interrogative sentences are questions. Now, questions can be of two types. One is open-ended question, which start with WH words, okay, and close-ended question, which starts with auxiliary verbs like do, did, does, are, is. Okay, close-ended question generally answers in yes or no, whereas open-ended question which start with WH words, you need to answer in a sentence or two. Okay, that's why they are called open-ended questions, and close-ended questions are starting with auxiliary verbs. Okay, and imperative sentences are orders, request, commands, suggestion, and advice. Now, revision, we already discussed in the first part of the video. That is active voice. The structure of active voice is we write the subject first, then the verb, and then the object. For example, Ram wrote a letter, right? When we will change it to passive voice, we will bring the object first, then the helping verb, then V3, then we add a preposition by, then the subject. Here a letter is the object, a letter is written, then we will see the verb is in the past tense, so was, helping verb was will be used, as a letter is singular in number. Then we have to write the third form of the verb wrote, that is written, then by, and the subject, that is Ram. Okay, so this was revision. Then we will go to the types of interrogative sentences. As I told you, yes no question, sorry, okay, yes no questions, okay, those begins with is, are, was, where, do, does, did, has, have, had, will, can, okay, may. So these are close-ended questions which answers only yes or no. Did Rahul finish the work? You will either answer yes or no, right? You don't have to describe in detail. Now, WH questions begin with, this will be begin with typo, what, when, where, who, whom, which, how. How is also included in WH word. For example, why did she buy the book? Now here, if you need to answer this question, you have to tell in detail, okay, why. So that's why these are called open-ended questions. Now, what is the rule for yes or no question? So whenever you get yes or no question, okay, question structure is like helping verb will come first, then object, then be, then V3, then by, then the subject. This is passive voice. Okay, this is the structure of passive voice. All right, now example is given here. Did Ram write the letter? This is active voice. Okay, it is a close-ended question. All right, so did Ram write the letter? Then answer when the question starts with did, means it's past tense, so your answer will start with was or were, depending on the subject. So the letter first we will find, here also we will find the object first. So letter is the object here. Letter is the object. So for letter is singular in number, so we will write was the letter, then again V3. Okay, was the letter written, then by Ram. Okay, let's see example number 2. Has she completed the work? The work is the object here. So before work, as it is a question, we need to include auxiliary verb. In the question also auxiliary verb is in the beginning, in the answer also we have to write. So the work is third person singular number, so has the work. We already learned this. Then whenever present perfect is there, has, have, had, even past perfect, we need to add been in passive. So has the work, has, then the object, then we will add been, then V3, and then by, then the subject. Subject will become object. She becomes her. Okay. Next, will they finish the project? Will, this is future tense. So your answer should also be in the simple future tense. Okay, so the project is the object here. Before that will be used. Will the project. Then you will write be. We already learned this. that in future, if it is simple future, we just have to include be. So will the project be finished by them? Only difference between assertive and interrogative is that in interrogative, we write the auxiliary verb before the subject. Okay, then we include be for future, been for perfect. If it is continuous, then being. All right, that is the difference. Now, helping verb table, you see, here is a shortcut. Just you need to remember, if the question starts with do, your answer will always start with is or are. If the question starts with does, same. Did, was or were. Has been. Have been. Now, if your question starts with has, your answer could be started with have been also, depending on the subject. Okay, the object which you are making subject, that object which will come, depending on that, your has or have will depend. Okay, for example, just let me give you one example here. Has she written the letters? Now the question is starting with has, because the subject is third person singular number. But when you will bring the object, the letters, it becomes plural, right? So you have to write have the letters been written by her. Okay, so it depends. Now if your question starts with will, your answer will start with will be. Okay, will, then the subject, then be, that you remember. Okay, there will be a gap between these. Means first you have to write auxiliary verbs, then the object, then the been or be. Okay, if your question starts with can be, may be, must be. Okay, now rule for WH words. If your question starts with WH word, structure is WH word, you have to write, then helping verb, then object, then be, then V3, then by, then subject. This is again the sentence structure of passive voice. Okay, now let us see active and passive voices here. Why did she buy the book? Now did, I told, whenever did is there, you have to write was or were, right? And the same WH word you have to use in passive. Why is there? Why you will use. In place of did, you are using was. Okay, because the book is singular. Why was the book? Then verb 3, bought by her. Easy. When will they announce? When will they announce the result? So it's gonna be start with the same WH word, then will. Okay, now the object, then be will come, then third form of the verb, then by, then them. Okay, next is where did you keep the keys? So where will remain where. Did is there, it depends. Now was or where, depending on the object. Keys plural, that's why where. Where were the keys kept? V3, by you. Now in some special cases are there. If your question starts with who, your answer will start with by whom. By whom, then the auxiliary verb was or were. Okay, then was or were, or it can be is or are also, depending on the tense and the object. Then this poem written. Okay, if it starts with whom, then your answer will start with, passive will start with whom. Whom did you invite? Who was invited by you. Okay, and whom do you invite? If it is in the present tense, who is invited by you. Okay, then your answer will also be in the present tense. Next is what did they say? Now what did they say? What? No object, so the passive is not possible. Okay, now imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are those sentences which express order, request, advice, command, instruction. Okay, example, open the door, please help me, do your homework. These type of sentences start with verb. Okay, or please if it is a request. Next, Now, what is the main rule? Structure is when we change active to passive, we write let first, then the object, then be, then verb 3. Open the window, let first, now object, the window, then be, then V3. Close the door, let the door be closed. Okay. Now, if requests are there, then use you are request to. You are requested to. Okay. Or let can also be used. For example, please help the poor. You are requested to help the poor, or let the poor be helped. Both are fine. Please keep silence. You are requested to keep silence. Okay. Requested because please is there. Means you are making a request. Now, negative imperative. If it is a negative, do not touch the wall. Do not touch the wall, then let the do not touch the wire. Let the wire not be touched. Okay, let the wire not be touched. After the object, not will be used, then be. Don't waste water. Let water not be wasted. Okay. Now, commands beginning with never. Never tell a lie. Let a lie never be told. If never is there in the active, you use never in the passive. Okay, first let, then the object, a lie, then never, then be, then third form of the verb told. Never break the rules. Let the rules never be broken. Now, common mistakes which are made. Did the letter written by Ram? Okay, did the letter written by Ram? We cannot write written when the question starts with did. If there is a did in the sentence, the main verb will be in the present. Was the letter written by Ram? Okay. If the question starts with did, your answer should start with was. Did the letter written? It's wrong combination. Okay. Next, let the door opened. Let the door be opened. Be is compulsory in imperative. Why the work was completed? Wrong. Because it is a question, so your auxiliary verb should come before the object. Why was the work completed? Okay. Now some practice questions are given. Do practice them. I'll discuss the answers in the next video. Now, quick revision. Interrogative sentences. In the interrogative sentence, passive structure is helping verb we write first. Very important. Then object, then be, then V3, then by, then subject. For imperative, let, then object plus be plus V3. If negative, let plus object plus not be, then V3. Not be not. Don't write be not. It should be not be. And if never is there, then let, object, never, then be, then V3. Remember, find the object first. These are some tips given. Object you have to find first, then change the tense correctly. Don't keep the tense of the passive same as active. Okay, use the correct form of be. Use the past participle V3. This is very important. In all the passive voice sentences, tense, the main verb is always in the third form. Thank you.